the folks in the world that I tend to speak to can get really wrapped up in worrying about the diagnosis rather than meeting the child, because the sense of need for medicalized expertise. Well, this person has Down syndrome, so I need to know all the things about Down syndrome. That's a part of some of this stuff, but like what Dylan is doing in class and who Dylan is wanting to be and Dylan's goals matter almost, actually I would easily say more. They matter significantly more than that diagnosis. Now, if that diagnosis matters to Dylan, then you need to understand the identity aspect of it. But just knowing that children with Down syndrome tend to have larger hearts, that doesn't do anything for you. And it can get people to move away from meeting people. It can cause teachers to see cases rather than people. Cases that they need to treat, whether it be treat through remediation or accommodations. It can just really quickly dissolve the real teacher-student relationship, or just human-human relationship that in a classroom, I think is essential to kind of the liberatory that Martine Erbach had talked about. And so many of the other people you've had on here have talked about that communication, that relationship. I think that sometimes a misunderstanding of the complexity of disability and an over-reliance on medicalized expertise can be the biggest impediment to having a real relationship. And everything for me falls from that relationship.
This excerpt of the CSK8 podcast is from episode number 95, which is titled Exploring Disability and Connecting with the Arts with Jesse Rathgeber.